Hey, if you are single or in a relationship, it doesn't matter. You need to watch this video. I usually don't hop on social media or hop on YouTube, but I want to talk a little bit about the issues of what's going on with society. Women and men in this society don't understand their roles with each other. Some of y'all may get that, some of y'all may not get that. Women and men used to be a little bit more traditional than what they are in America now. Western culture is killing marriage. It's killing marriage. People don't even want to get married anymore because nobody has the emotional stamina to take care of a woman for a long period of time or a man for a long period of time. Everybody wants to quit on each other. I'm going to tell you something. The reason why people are not lasting long in marriage, while I think it's a 70% rate of divorce in America, it's maybe a little lower than that. I'm very close though to that statistic, and even higher for military. It's 80% chance of divorce. Now, why is that? Some people marry for sex. Some people marry for money. People are very tribal, so when they stick together, they typically stick together because they need something. And you have to understand that you provide resources for each other in relationships, but that's not the basis of love. That's an act of love. I'm talking about, for those Christian, they get what I'm saying. It's an act of love to do those things. It's required that a man does take care of his woman and the woman does take care of her man. But people don't even understand how to. A lot of men are depressed, don't know who to talk to in their relationship. When they go through things, they try to explain things. A lot of men don't even know how to explain. Like, if a man were to go to Walmart right now and cry in public, women would move their baskets out of the way. Oh, he's what is wrong with this dude? Nobody would even wonder, like, is he good? Like, did his mama just die? Like, like, what happened? Like, did somebody get shot? What happened? If a woman were to cry, and everybody would buy her flowers, sit her down. Oh my God, you okay? Pull a cop over, see if she got, whatever happened. When a man has the emotionally in this society in America go through things on his own. He's taught that he has to be completely emotionless, that his job is simply just to make money, provide a house, and the only relaxation he gets is when he plays the video game or when he goes on vacation, which is probably like once a year, statistically speaking, for people who go on vacation. For women, they also go through emotional trauma as well, and they don't know who to talk to. But with women, it's a little bit easier because women typically have the girlfriends they can talk to and things like that of that nature. Women are becoming less traditional. They're no longer taking care of the house as much as they used to. They're depending on their man to do these things only. And that's a problem because this is not a gender-specific issue. Look, every single individual that lives in a house should know how to clean, cook, take care of themselves, wash laundry, be able to perform normal house duties. Period. And I'm noticing even a lot of women that I've dated in the past, they have issues with just that femininity of being able to clean after themselves or being able to take care of themselves or understanding her man psychologically. A lot of women don't have fathers at home growing up. As you know, in the ethnic community, there's even more of a gap of people having fathers at home, of women having fathers, men having fathers at home, women having fathers at home. And this is becoming an issue because now you got a generation of women who don't understand their man emotionally. They don't understand that men are a little bit more logical. We tend to rely on our logic. If a car crashes in front of us and we're driving in the road, our first thought isn't to scream and yell and hit the brake. Our thought is, oh snap, and move out of the way and course correct. I'm not saying women don't do that, but I'm saying women are a little bit more emotional in certain situations. That's the way they're wired. We're talking about the actual wiring of your brain. And you can't, this is science, right? And their responses are a little bit less logical. They're more emotional. So how do we coexist in this Western society? A lot of men are moving overseas to marry women. I know a lot of guys who are like, bro, I just got me a woman from China or from Laos or from the Philippines, or I'm serious, they're marrying other women outside of the country because they're more traditional. They were raised with two-parent households, and most of those women, they just want to take care of their husbands. They want him, his big toe hurt, she help him. They just want to take care of the husbands. And the men actually reciprocate that love and do the same thing. And that right there is called the building of a strong relationship, which gives birth to marriage. Like, but if you get married just because you want a nice house, or you want somebody to take care of you, you marry for the wrong reasons. So I would very much say that you will have to self-reflect, look upon yourself emotionally, and find out before you get into a relationship, what is his or her standard of living. The first thing is standard of living, which means their moral conduct. So number one, you should be looking at what is their moral conduct, aka moral standard. What is their moral standard? Does it match mine? Number two, if you're a Christian, you're not supposed to be unequally yoked with somebody, right? So do they share the same values as me? Don't skip that. A lot of people just be like, no, things can happen. Yeah, it can happen, but you got to understand that if they're not on the same level of you, and in regards to your faith, you being unequally yoked. You ever seen two donkeys on a yoke? When one's going the other way and they start fighting each other, you're gonna fight each other. You don't have the same belief system. When you go through stressful situations, when the crap hits the fan, you don't know how to handle it together as a couple. So, and by the way, crap is not a cuss word, people. Sad. Anyway, because I know the comment section be. But we're just talking about, let's just say, for example, you're not, and you don't have that belief system, but you want to find somebody who has the same moral standard as you. You got to look for them. And that should be the first thing you should be thinking about. Second is lifestyle choices. Lifestyle choices. Don't be thinking about sex, nothing else. That's way less. Lifestyle choices. How do they live their life? Are they compulsive? When you hang out with them, do they smoke? They can't stop smoking. they don't take care of themselves. They don't, What's your lifestyle like? And you notice I haven't said money yet because it's not even important, right? Y'all gotta make money. That's not even, that's what couple is not making money at all, period, unless they're homeless. So that's the reason why I don't understand why it's even top tier list of importances. Because as a man, you're supposed to be a provider. And if that woman just so happens to be providing, okay, that's cool too. But that man needs to be providing something to the table. A lot of women don't understand a male's role, bro. You can't keep this feminist stuff is screwing everything up. A man's role is to provide. He is to bring the ingredients home. The woman is to prepare the ingredients. I'm not saying a man can't help do those things, but the man should be a man and the woman should be a woman. That's why they're created separately. That's why they have it. Biologically, they're different. Okay? Bone structure is different. It's the reason why the wiring is different. So, if we have never had the proper parents at home, how could we possibly understand roles? So, I want to say to those who are single, I know this is very long. It was meant to be long because I want people to understand what I'm saying. If you're single and you're looking for somebody, those should be the two things you're thinking about. Moral standard, lifestyle choices. The third thing you should be thinking about. Do they understand and can they reciprocate the concept of love? Pure love. Like 1 Corinthians 13, pure love. I say reciprocate. They have to be able to reciprocate the love that you're giving for a long period of time. And the fourth thing that is extremely important is, are they emotionally stable. And if they're not truly 100% emotionally stable, how can you assist them? Men have emotions too. Do women understand male emotion? Apparently not, based off of divorce rate. Apparently not, based off of society standards. Based off of the feminist movement, that women don't even get male emotions. If men don't get female emotions, because they wouldn't be doing this if we would treat them better. So before you get into a relationship, or if you're in a relationship, think about your place and what you're providing to the table. Think about, look to these other countries for examples. Look to these other countries. I mean, study them. For me, I look at African culture, how the men take care of their women compared to calling them B words and tricks and all that types of stuff over here. Come over B and give me my lunch, or whatever you say to them. Cheat on them. Don't want to be loyal. Then she don't want to be loyal either. Western culture is toxic as crap when it comes down to marriages. So where do we go wrong? I mean, I can go way deeper into this. You know, we could talk about the social structure that happened after the civil rights movement that caused a lot of this stuff. When it comes down to like welfare and all that types of stuff, how that created a wedge, because it was actually forcing men to not be in the house with the women. Because in order to have these benefits, there couldn't be a male present in the home as a husband, living in the home, if she was receiving any government benefits. So the government became daddy, and the government never missed a check. Unlike daddy who got fired or he was emotional or whatever. And ever since then, it gave birth to, we don't need you, we'll figure it out. And that goes for both sides of the spectrum, but especially for women, because they had a way out that men didn't have. So the male role is being replaced with, there's nothing. We're nothing. I want you to think about men, why they act the way they do now. Ask a man today, if you're dating him, what's your place in society? Oh, my job and my... No, I mean, like, what's your place in society? Like, what do you think you bring to the table for us? To me, you bring a lot. I want to hear you say it. I want to hear you say that you value yourself. You have to talk to your man. You got to fill him up with a woman. Like the Bible says, a woman's wisdom. You have to fill him up with wisdom too. Because men rely on logic sometimes. We don't go too far into our emotions. And women have to be a little bit less emotional in the decisions. I don't mean emotional as in emotionally unstable. I mean like just really feeling for your man and understanding where he comes from. Because a lot of men have just given up. A lot of women, they just given up on a relationship. They feel like nothing's coming out of it except for sexual intercourse and children. It's so sad. So I will go further into it based off of the comments I get into the video. It will be a lot more thorough, a lot more concise than what I'm talking about now. But you guys have a great day.